What up, what up, what up? It's Herb Hill, the Keep It Real podcast. How's everybody doing? How you doing? How you feeling? How you living? Doing good on this side. It is a very hot day. Very, very hot day. So excuse the fan in the background if you can hear it. If not, don't worry about it. Look, today, I'm gonna tell you right now. The topic that I'm talking about, the title of this episode is called Warped Reality. Simply because we are in some strange times right now, and I've talked about some of the stuff a little bit, like as far as the sex changes and stuff like that, and there's a lot of things going on that I really didn't know. Well, I knew some of it, but I'm talking about the sex changes. I'm talking about people having to call a man a woman's name and call a woman a man's name, and for a person to have to accept that you already, for you, and I'm not talking about the individual that's doing it. They already are they're delusional already. They're gone. Mentally, they're gone. But for you to conform to believe what they're doing and call somebody a name that they want you to call them because they changed their gender, you're messed up too. So I'm going along the lines of this, and I'm not judging nobody, but me being honest, me being frank with you, that's called delusion, right? What is the definition of delusion? Let's look it up. I'm looking it up real time. Let's see here. Delusion. Definition of delusion is an act or an instance of deluding, the state of being deluded, a false belief or an opinion, a psychiatry belief, a fixed false belief that is resistant to reason or confrontation with actual fact, a paranoid delusion. Okay, in other words, fantasy, hallucination, illusion, pipe dream, apparition, spaciousness, self-deception, trickery, false impression, fool's paradise, fallacy, error, deceptiveness, daydream, figment, mirage, optical illusion. All right, which is why I said warped reality, because we human beings, the human race, we are becoming more delusioned by the day. I was already going to talk about this, but I just seen something that just made me want to talk about it even more. I just saw something called, what is it called? A Tamagotchi children. So pretty much it's children who don't exist, and that could solve the population problem. And what it is, what a Tamagotchi child is a virtual offspring, and they could become fully accepted in society, which would be a cheap way to raise children, and they don't even have to grow up. Now, this is a thing, and this is obviously going to become a thing more and more. Like, look at, we're in the metaverse now. People are living digital lives while living a physical life. They're putting their stamps, their money, their time into a digital world. That's delusion. We are now in a time where men are wearing purses, like grown men. And I'm not talking about gay men. I'm not talking about trans men or whatever. I'm talking about men. Men are wearing purses now, and they're calling it satchels and bags, and they're wearing purses, man. I'm 32 years old. I'm still wearing a backpack. That ain't never gonna change. You ain't gonna never catch Herb Hill out here rocking no purse, rocking no satchel, no bag over my shoulder. No, I wear a fanny pack, but I've never worn one, and I never will. But that's the closest to anything. I got a backpack. You know what I mean? I'm a man, and I'm not saying this is what all men need to do, but I ain't wearing no purse, and that ain't nothing of. That's not manly at all, in my opinion. So, if you're a man and you're out rocking a purse, just know, in my opinion, that's not manly. That's my opinion. But we're in this warped reality where it's okay to do that. And then on the flip side, women are going wearing these fake, big old elephant eyelashes, changing their skin color, wearing weaves every other day, bleaching their skin, putting fake lips and fake body parts on. I mean, you have undergarments that will enhance your body. You got butt pads and your Spanx. Go get your butt done. Go get your fat sucked out your stomach, put it in your body. This is a warped reality. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. That's just the way it is. What happens? Nobody loves themselves no more to where you just accept your body or work on your body, try to improve your body naturally. Everybody's running out here doing all this vanity, and it's crazy. But we all have to accept it. I don't accept anything, and I'm never going to, because that's not the way I am. I'm not that way. I'm gonna always keep it real. Which is why I named the podcast this. I'm going to keep it real always. I have to. But we're in a time where society is making us accept these things. Society is making us think that these things are okay. None of this is okay. All this stuff is sickness in a way. I mean, to the point where you have a digital child and you're raising a digital child that doesn't exist. Tell me what part of life that is. So you rather go abort your physical child to go raise a digital child, and then you raising a child that don't exist. Come on, like, what part of the game is this? This is a straight up warped reality, but I know it's probably hard for a lot of people to grasp, but it is. It's crazy. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't have no hope for the future. I really don't. I think we too far gone now. And all I can pray is that y'all got your life right with Jesus, because these days is limited, man. And every day we get closer and closer, it's wild. Like, our rights is being stripped away from us, and they constantly slipping things in there to keep us going further and farther down this delusioned dream, this delusioned warped reality that we're living in. I don't get it. Like, the reality TV that we have is not reality. It's actually scripted. Everything you see on TV that's claiming to be reality is scripted. Everything on TV is scripted. There's writers, there's actors, there's directors, there's producers, there's makeup, there's camera crews, there's lights, camera, action. It's on TV. It's a production. It's a program. It's on a network. Nothing on TV is real. Not even sports. And I made a pact with myself. After these last couple NBA games, I said to myself, I ain't never watch a basketball game. And that's hard. It's going to be hard. I know it. I really don't watch football like that. I might talk about it, but I really don't watch it. But basketball, I love basketball. And I said I wasn't going to watch it no more. After something just happened last week when Miami lost to the Celtics on Sunday. But before the sixth game of that series, Draymond Green of the Warriors, he said that he wanted, it was weird. I felt like the NBA was pushing a certain team to win even when they were down 2-1. They were still pushing the Celtics to win it all. They were pushing the Celtics to win the series. And they undermined everything about Miami. And I just knew there was no hope from the beginning. But it got to game 7. I thought we had a chance. I thought Miami had a chance, and they did. But it wasn't meant for, they weren't going to win anyway. It wasn't supposed to win. So I already know sports is rigged. I already know everything is rigged. But like when and this is where I'm coming from. When my personal energy is into the sport and I know it's rigged, I need to pull back. I actually removed my TV from my house. That's how serious I am. I'm not watching the finals. I only saw a little bit of it yesterday because I went to my mom's house and my brother was watching it. But I didn't watch it. I didn't really look at it. I seen the final score. I was like, damn. But that's it. But I'm not exempt from any of this stuff. This is a warped reality. Everything around us, it almost seems like it's a simulation. Because it's a game. Everything is a game around us. Everything's not real. Nothing is real. The only thing real in your life is you. But the realest thing about you is your spirit. But that's the thing we don't pay attention to. That's the one thing we don't pay attention to. Spiritual warfare is real. And everything that these people are putting out for us to eat up and pay attention to and put our energy into and fall into and you know, fall into that nature of sin as we always do. These things don't help us in our spirits. These things continue to hinder us in our spirit. And I'm speaking from a man of God point of view. I'm speaking from a godly point of view. Everything that's going on around us is affecting us. And the sooner that you realize that, the sooner you can check out. They call this the Matrix, but this ain't really no Matrix. This is the spiritual realm we in, where we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places. Spiritual wickedness in high places. I've talked about this a couple times. Demonic puppeteers. We are wrestling against that. There's demonic spirits all around us, up above, behind you, next to you, in front of you. The movies you watch, the music you listen to. This is a warped reality. Something changed along the way. I don't know what happened. Look at it like, I don't know how many men that I've seen interviews of them, you know, R&B artists, rappers and stuff, and they talking about how they let women do certain things to them in the room, in the bedrooms and stuff, and it's like, that ain't manly, yo. Men is carrying purses now. Women got no respect. And I ain't saying all women, so don't come at me. Some of y'all don't, some of y'all do. But women are acting more manly and men is acting more feminine. This is a war reality, man. It's crazy. It's crazy right now. And then on the political side of the game, you got them out here pushing these little Masonic agendas, their satanic agendas, so that they can continue to strip our rights away, so that they can control us. All they doing is staging these shootings, and you think they care about who they kill? You think they care about who dies? Come on now. They killing people slowly right now, pushing these stupid pokes. I ain't talked about it in a minute, but they've been pushing these pokes. They've been pushing all these little diseases and illnesses, and they got you so scared to where you go stick your arm out every time because you're afraid. You're afraid to die. You know what? If I'm going to die from any of this stuff, I'm going to die because I'm supposed to. I'm not going to go put some in my arm to enhance me dying or get sick or some mysterious monkeypox pops up and hinders me or affects me. If I'm supposed to die from any of these things, then you know what? That's just the way it's supposed to go. I can't stop my fate. Neither can you. But I'm not going to put my fate, my life, my well-being in the hands of these wicked people. These people don't give a damn about you. They don't give a damn about me. They don't give a damn about your offspring. They don't give a damn about your kids. Which is why They want you to abort. They want you to kill. They want you to depopulate. They want to kill you off. They want to kill us off. They want to control us. They want us to be a part of their tracking system so they can track us inside and out. Why you think they putting cameras up all over the damn place? They watching us on these stupid cell towers, everything. They watching us. They listening to us on our phones. I don't care. I'm gonna die one day anyway. I don't care. I'm not saying I want to die today. I'm not saying I want to die tomorrow, but I know from now on, it's on. I can't stop the world, and I can't protect the world. Nobody gives a damn about what I'm saying. If I ain't talking ignorance, nobody want to hear it anyway. But I'm telling you, just open your eyes for a little bit. I'm being straight up. Like, I don't know if you can hear the passion in my voice. I'm not even playing right now. I'm kind of just frustrated with the way this world is. It's crazy, man. Like, it's so much more going on than, like, and I ain't even got to the social media stuff. Like, the things people do to get views is absolutely insane. Like, I thought women showing their behinds on their pages and their videos was bad, but it's way worse than that now. And I don't be on there like that. I really don't be on there like that. You know, I refuse to get a TikTok. I stick to what I watch. My I follow whoever I follow should be honored. Because I don't follow too many people. And I don't mind if we have a different beliefs or different mindsets. It's just, if I feel like the things that you post is somewhat wholesome and I can tolerate it, that's one thing. But I don't follow everybody, and I never will again. I can't. And a lot of the people, if I don't like Twitter, I'm done with Twitter. I can't do Twitter. I'm about to delete it anyway. And I had it for a little bit, but I just abandoned it, really. It's just there. But it's just the things people do just for views, for making videos and content, and I don't know. I talked about it, acting and stuff like that, people in movies, and like the things you say, the things you do in these movies. Like, think about this. You're an actor, right? Say it's a man. He has to be in his role in this film, he has to be a certain way that he really is against. But he's willing to do this for the range of his character. And that's going to go on his resume saying, oh, he has range. He's willing to play a homosexual man who's a male prostitute. So in this film, he's going to be all around with all these different men. This is a man who isn't gay. He's a straight man. So he's playing this role, and he has to kiss men and lay up with men. And like, how do you think that affects you mentally if this is against your morals? And same vice versa for a woman. How does that affect you? Think about that. How many actors have had to play roles in these movies and their roles affected them mentally? So imagine playing somebody or playing a character in a movie where this character, this role and this character, the way that they are, affects you because it's against your morals, it's against who you are, it's against what you're into. That will affect you. Like, we're okay with all this stuff, man. Movies ain't even supposed to be a thing, because everything you say, everything you do, we got to give an account to. Not to each other, but to Jesus. When we go, everything you did, everything you said, everything you thought, everything you felt, and I'm included in that. I'm not squeaky clean. And I've talked about that too. I'm not excluding myself. I'm just saying People play these roles. People do these things. Everything we do, we got to give an account for. So when I cuss, when I get upset, when I'm stressed out, when I want to punch people, like, you know what I mean? When I want to flip people off, I got to give account for all those things. And here I am. I'm trying to be a better person every day, every single day. And that's all we can all do. But as far as the way the world is, like, I don't think too many people think about Jesus. I don't think too many people think about, oh, he's watching me. He's watching my steps. He's watching everything I do, because the way people are, like, for instance, I live in a town. I just realized this yesterday, matter of fact. Just yesterday, I was washing my car. I was going to pick my mom up. Okay, I lived in this area for the last probably 20 years of my life. And I just realized this yesterday. There's a strip club here called the Bush Company, right? And right across the street is a church. And they got signs all out the window talking about Jesus is the only way, Jesus saves. Now, what I'm now literally across the street, like face to face, the front of the building, facing each other, and then you got the street in the middle, literally across the street. So for me, I'm the type of person, if I'm going somewhere like that and I look across the street and I see all them signs say Jesus saves, repent for your sins, turn away from your wickedness type stuff, you know what, I'm gonna second guess going in there. That's just the type of person I am. I've always been that way. And I've only been in there one time. And I went in there when I shouldn't have went. And I went, and guess what? I had to repent. I repented for my sins, because I know I shouldn't have been in there in the first place. And that was because when I got married, my brothers made me go. But that was that. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't want to go. I don't even like strip clubs like that. But I went, I repented, and I paid for it. I did. But for me, going in places like that, I think about, this ain't right. I shouldn't be in here. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't even be in this place. But people don't think. People don't think about their actions. People don't think about the things they do, the things they say, the things they feel. Everybody, I don't know where everybody's at. I don't know what people are thinking. But clearly nobody's focused on the Lord. I am. And I'm trying to be more, you know, and I'm just trying to show people, I'm trying to tell you, like, look at the world that we are in. It's not good. It's not good. It's probably gonna get a whole lot worse, but I promise you, just pay attention to the way this world is right now. Like Tamagotchi children, like virtual kids. But you rather abort the child that's in you because you can't afford a child right now, or you want to remove your uterus. That's another thing. They're about to, if they're not already, removing women's uteruses and putting them in these men who think that they're women, aka think that they're women, so that they can try to have children. I don't know if it's possible. It shouldn't be. It's a abomination, because if men were meant to have children, then we'd be pushing them out. We're meant to carry the seed. The women is meant to birth the seed. But these wicked scientists, who I call witch doctors, they're trying to play God by trying to change things. They are changing things, and the Lord is allowing them, but I promise you, these people are going to pay for everything that they've done. So me believing in God, the scientists would call me a delusion. They would call me delusional because, what does it say? What does delusional say? Let's see. Delusional says, this is why. And they try to mix it with psychiatry. So they'll say a fixed false belief that is resistant to reason or confrontation with actual fact. Or they'll say a false belief or an opinion. So me believing in God is a false belief or an opinion because I can't prove that he exists. But I can prove that he exists. All I got to do is say, who planted the first tree? Who made, I'm going to pick one that everybody kills, a dandelion. Who made it that dandelions grow and have all these nutritional properties, but we call them weeds and we just cut it off, kill them every year to make our grass green, but they grow, and then they turn to little seeds with little feather things on them and they blow all over and just plant themselves all over the place. Who made something like that? Who made something like that? Who could have done such a thing? Who planted the very, very first trees? These same trees that these people are cutting down. That's God. That's God to me. Who could have done such a thing? In my opinion, that's God. But they want me to prove that he's real. But and me being in the line of work that I'm doing, I'm a massage therapist. So I deal with people all the time. Oh, massage isn't going to work. Oh, I don't know if it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work, right? But when you have a negative mindset or you don't believe that something's going to work, guess what? When it happens, guess what? Because you're telling yourself it's not going to work, what is it going to do? It's not going to work. Scientists, they don't believe in God. They probably believe in the science, but they don't believe that there's a God, because if they feel like, oh, if I can do this, then he doesn't exist. But what you're doing is an abomination. What you're doing is forbidden. What you're doing is witchcraft. Witchcraft is real. You can play with dark magic. You can play with demonic spirits, because these demons will allow you to do things. But Jesus is ultimately allowing you, because the type of seed that you are, the type of vessel that you are, is not a good one. And all bad vessels are going to do what? Bad things. I'm not playing with witchcraft. I know that stuff is real because I know it's real. I've seen people do it around me. So if I know witchcraft is real and I'm not doing it, guess why? Why am I not doing it? Because I know it ain't good. And then you got people out here saying it's okay. White magic, black magic, any magic is bad. There's no such thing as good magic. You're opening the doors spiritually, period. And you may not want to hear that. So putting makeup on is a demonic spirit. It's called sorcery. Drinking alcohol is a spirit. Smoking weed is a spirit. Burning candles is a spirit. Scents are a spirit. Shoot, probably even what I'm doing, massage. I mean, I don't get into all the Reiki stuff. That's demonic spirits right there. Balancing chakras and Qigong and balancing your chi, all that stuff, man. Mudras, all that. But here we are, world reality. Everything that's ungodly, everything that's not good, and people gonna say, oh, well, how do you know it's ungodly? I'm gonna tell you, because it is. I don't need to tell you why. It just is. If you want to know, you can look it up yourself, because ain't no convincing people like y'all, and that ain't my job. I'm not going to convince the ungodly that what they're doing is ungodly. You want to continue to be wicked, you want to continue to do wicked things, then you're going to keep doing it anyway, whether I say it or not. And that's just what it is, man. But we in this warped reality where it says in the Bible, what is good will be called bad, what is bad will be called good. That's the time we in. And we just the mind is a weak and scary place, depending on the person. But if you continue to feed yourself delusion, just imagine how deluded you will ultimately be. That is the most terrifying thing right there. It's like people are okay with being delusional. People are okay with being tricked to believe all these society trends. Like there's people out here with fake babies right now. Like the little rubber babies that look real. and they're telling themselves that this is real. Hell, there's people with animals that's calling them their kids. I don't know. No judgment to y'all. I'm just saying, like, it's just a little strange. It's just strange. Like, when you have your actual child, that's your child. When you push this child out of your body, or you're carrying that seed and you put that child or that seed into a woman, and I mean a real woman, when you put that seed into a woman and she births the child, and then you have a little baby that looks just like the both of you, that's your child. A dog and a cat is not your kids. A bird is not your kids. I get it. You're raising it. You're taking care of it. Your fish is not your kids. Your little rabbit, your little guinea pig, your little ferret, your little skunk in your house. Those aren't your kids. Be real with yourself. Keep it real with yourself. Please. Because we just got to be honest. We have to be 100% honest, because we're losing our sanity here. I ain't losing mine. People losing theirs though. And I just refuse to fake the funk. I can't do it. And if I have to fake the funk, guess what? I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna stay far away as possible, because I don't want nothing to do with the way the world is. And it's been this way for a long time. But like I didn't imagine it being like this. But it's here, and it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. I mean, I seen a lady the other day saying her huskies died, and she said, oh, they died in a nice way, and I guess at an old age or something like that. And she's like, here on my website you can buy dog meat, and she's like selling dog patties, and I'm just like, what? She cut her dog up, pretty much, dogs, and you can't believe stuff like that, because she probably killed them, and probably killing stray dogs or whatever, and just making meat patties out of them. And people, guess what? People gonna eat them. I mean, warped reality, man. And there's so much more to say. There'll probably be a part 2, probably a part 3 and 4 of this. So this is probably going to be a reoccurring type of episode every once in a while, but this is part 1 for sure. Warped reality part 1. But thank y'all for listening. Y'all keep it real always. Keep your eyes on your soul, and let's flee from these systems of control. Peace out. Take care. Stay blessed. Peace.